Hello, everybody. How we doing? I'm sure we're doing perfectly well. As always, we need to trust in the universe for their special blessings and the fact that we are able to say thank you today. And a special thanks goes to my returning subscribers, my returning friends who come all the time to support me and see that the ministry is going perfectly well. Thank you so much. You're always in my prayers. Well, uh, today's topic is deep and sensitive. I'll be talking about child abortion. And I know it is a topic that many people might not like because of the misconception that surrounds this topic or we have about abortion. There are many people who support it, support abortion without seeing anything wrong in it. Don't get me wrong, I am not here to judge anyone. I'm not here to judge. I'm not. I'm simply just here to help people to understand the spiritual effect of child abortion, whether it is something which is intended or from a medical request, there is a side effect to it. Women, girls, couples may get into an agreement at a certain point in time, at a particular time that suits them for an abortion to be caused. For whatever reason, as I said before, it might be for health reasons, it might be for whatever reason that you choose to. But when it is caused, when it happens, when that act is happened, whether it is a self-agreed thing or a family agreed thing or two couples or whatever thing or whoever is in agreement to it, there is consequences that follow behind it. First, there is the physical, the woman first of all suffers that physical effect of it. There is the mental effect which the family and the people around suffer from. There is the psychological effect of it that carries on or goes round in the family, especially the women. They suffer it and they carry along. It goes along the way, even if it is something that you see that okay, you did not need it at a certain point, you don't need it now for whatever reason you were given. There is no way you will go through that process without it eating you up. So psychologically, in there, you are beaten. And there are some women who actually don't get out of that phase. They don't get out of that trauma. There are people who are strong. There are women who are strong that can easily move out of those kind of traumas without being, beaten down there or hospitalized for mental issues. But there are some that after, especially someone who is going through that, rightfully knowing that maybe I might not have another child again. And then for some health reasons or for some reasons unknown or known by you, you have to undergo an abortion or a child abortion. It kills you internally, and you might not ever able to kind of get that internal healing, that internal love anymore. Each time you see a little child or somebody carrying a baby, you are beaten like you are broken. So those are the psychological effects of causing an abortion. There are spirits, believe it or not. I believe in it. When parents go through an abortion process, whether it's a single parent or a joint thing, there are rituals that have to be like cleansings that have to be done to purify first the couples who are engaged in this or the woman who is engaged in this. It is very important to do cleansings. And then there is a naming ceremony that follows right behind it and offerings. You actually treat it like you are naming a child you have given birth to. This, all of this is not some kind of spiritual, what will I even say? Because there are people that will look for terms to put it and twist it however they want. But there are cleansings that you will need to do, whether it was from a hospital, advice from the hospital, or a personal thing, or it just happened because there are some abortions that are not intended. For health wise, something might go wrong, and poof, you find yourself bleeding, and the child passes on, or the fetus or the embryo passes on, and they have to clean it up. When that happens, it doesn't change the fact that it was alive. It is a child that has passed on. So you will need to first of all do cleansing to yourself, then you name that child, you do offerings and offer masses, do prayers for that child, for the spirit to be freed and liberated, for it to go. When you don't do that, the spirit of that child remains and start hovering around and start affecting you, like it or not, whether you believe in spirits or not. That is what happens. When that is not done, those spirits hang around there. And you know what an angry spirit can do. Because a child who has been terminated, a fetus or embryo, as you want to put it, who have been terminated, and he knows that, okay, I am a gift, I was a blessing to this family, whatever I don't want to happen. They always hang around angrily. Yes, there are little innocent ones, they are angels, they say children are angels, are no, but it doesn't mean that the best angels on earth don't get angry at a certain point. So when you do those cleansings and you name the child, you do the offerings, it gives some kind of peace. That spirit is at peace and moves on. I have witnessed a few people battling with spiritual, like going through spiritual battles because of this all. And I will share with you some of the spiritual battles that you might be going on or you might be going through without knowing necessarily that it is because of an abortion that was caused, intended or not intended, knowingly or unknowingly. Okay? First, you have nightmares. You have continuous nightmares unexplained without you understanding what is happening. You suffer now from miscarriages, continuous miscarriages. Though there are some procedures that whoever was performing it mishandled it and causes a problem that the woman later on will start suffering from one miscarriage or the other because of that procedure which went wrong. But spiritually, you have battles to settle because of that, and might cause you uh, miscarriages. For men, you have what do they call it? Weak ejaculation. Yes, it is not only the woman to bear the cross, so you did. Whether you were in accord with the abortion or not, you suffer from it as well. And you suffer most at times, it is always a weak ejaculation. Then you have mental illness. You just go insane for both parents. It gives some suffer the effect of mental issues. Then you have there is this, what will I say, wet and loose private part for women. It can't be explained, but you just discover that your private part is loose, is wet, always just loose like that. When you haven't necessarily even given birth or pushed forth a child, to say that there was that expansion during childbirth that has caused that. You just suffer from it, like. Then there is what incapability now for both parents to stay in a relationship, especially with women. You find it difficult to maintain a relationship. You start a relationship here and you think it is okay. Before you know it, it is gone and you are going to a next one. Just like that, unexplained, and you can't understand it. Those are all effects of child abortion. So please, it is something that needs to be looked into, whether it was the hospital that requested or you deciding it. When it is done, first of all, it is not something that God likes, because every child that comes our way, whether mistakenly or planned, it is a gift from God. And when we take some steps, sure, the universe cannot really be happy, because every child that comes our way is the image of God. Every child that comes our way is in God's image. So when that happens, please do some cleansings for both parents. But if there are some men who are run away, they just hit and they disappear. You, the woman, you should do your cleansings and free that child's spirit so that they won't come back or hanging around haunting or affecting you spiritually. All right? Okay? That will be it for today. Thank you for your time. Until next time, it's Lady Gola. Don't forget to share, please. For I know this topic might be too sensitive, but it will help so many couples and women, especially. So share with your loved ones. Give a thumbs up, please, and ring that notification bell down there, please. Thank you again. Until next time.